Let's see how my voice holds up. Welcome to the Clio SoF Week 9 from Imola here. Split 2 out of 4, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we were at Imola once in the past. This was back in 2023. Feels like ancient times by now. And back then, we only had one split, so we have no history to talk about. Which also means we can jump right to the starting grid to see how qualifying went. And then we watch a race together, shall we? So this is our starting grid from Daniel Hoffman down to Alex Lancelotti. And we have green, we are racing. Good reaction time by the car in P3. Everyone went off the line pretty well down to Tamburello for the first time. Remember, 8 laps in this race. Hoffman, Lachner. Lachner goes a bit wide, they touch, they collide, Lachner spins, and the other one, me as well. Not the start that P2 and 3 wanted. Lachner in dead last, and myself getting eat up by the entire field. Another touch there, Marcin Rejewski. Neil Todd goes wide, Jesus Saavedra goes wide. Unlucky little touch there between Lancelotti and Cardozo. 2 things I want to tell you. Number 1, Florian and I afterwards at the Clio Discord, link in the description, apologized to each other, which was interesting, and we said racing and racing incident, unlucky. Yeah, so that was the verdict of the 2 drivers. But we will have to take a look afterwards, of course. And the other thing I want to tell you, look out for the names Lancelotti, Mattia and Alex. And if you try to Google those 2, these 2 are former Clio Cup Italy drivers. I think up to 2023 they have driven the Clio Cup Italy. So, welcome! Seen those names in the past a few times, but I think never in the SoF. Neil Todd under attack, we saw it a little bit in the background, while we focus on Marcin Rejewski, who is in P6. Jesus Saavedra in P13. Behind him, Jason Humphrey, who tries to get past. And we have seen a few overtakes yesterday down to Tamburello. Maybe this one, Jack Davies, Ben right, jumps over the curb and right gets spun around. Lap 2, turn 1. Yeah, there's a reason why I said this is one of the danger points in the track presentation yesterday. That is part of the top split programming each and every week. So, many incidents already, and Alex Lancelotti from dead last as a result of all of this up in P3. Wow. I think he knows how to drive this car, which means, I tell it all the time, don't take too much into iRating. It's just a number. Jason Humphrey gets past Neil Todd. Also big gap already between 2 and 3. Jack Davies and Stefan Kresin. Little touch. Cardozo. Now right behind him. He slows down. Cardozo slows down. We don't see it. And thank you for pushing me into a slowdown penalty. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Jack Davies, P6. Myself, P9. Spoiler alert, not for long, because that is a massive slowdown penalty. P9. Just wait for it. Maybe we will see it. If not, take a look at the timetable. 10, 11, and 12. Thank you very much. Stefan Kresin, highest rated driver in the race, P7. Mattia Lancelotti and Daniel Hoffman for the lead. Hoffman is defending nicely thus far. Lancelotti outside of Tosa, almost impossible. Malson Cardozo and John Cook. They know each other pretty well, both lots of experience in the Clio. Lancelotti now in the lead, at least for the moment, for the time being. But Daniel Hoffman defends. Nicely. And he's back in the lead. Great battle. I mean, makes it that Alex Lancelotti is closing in from 5 seconds down to 4.2. Hoffman goes a bit wide there, but nothing too crazy. Shouldn't be a slowdown. Should not. But the lead is down to 3.3 seconds. John Cook behind Malson Cardozo gets a bit anxious. Left, right, maybe to the left again. No, he decides to the right. He decides to the left. They touch and he shoves him. And that costs both of them. Many incidents we have to take a look afterwards. Ben Wright gets past John Cook as well. He is now in P14. Jason Humphrey attacks Jesus Saavedra for P8. To the inside. Nope, not like this. Cost him a lot of time as a result. I think there was also a slowdown in place. The choice of line, the kind of parking. I think there was a slowdown in line. Lancelotti still fighting against Hoffman. This time he has the inside. But he's too far away for Piratella. Both of them are doing a fantastic job. Hoffman in defending and regaining. And Lancelotti in driving smart. John Cook, Ben Wright. It's been a while since we've seen Ben Wright in the Clio SoF. Welcome back. Always appreciative when we see returning names. Humphrey, Saavedra. Saavedra had a slowdown penalty. I remember that. Mentioned it yesterday. Oh, nice jump. Sadly, the slowdown information is not saved in replays. It would be such a game changer if iRacing would save these details. For recorded broadcasts like this, that is, of course. But you know, driving and recording 4 splits at the same time is a little bit impossible. Saavedra, P9. John Cook, P14. Lancelotti. Alex Lancelotti. 3.6, so the lead has widened again between 2 and 3. We see Florian Lachner gets past Neil Todd. Meanwhile, his teammate Stefan Kresin still behind Jack Davies. Kresin Motorsport and missed Apex. Sadly, they had this incident on lap 1, which ruined both Florian's and my race as well. But I mentioned it in the Clio Discord. We apologized both. So, if 2 drivers apologize, it's probably a racing incident. Or just 2 gentlemen. Both can be true at the same time. Jack Davies. He defends. He seems to be slower than Stefan, but getting past is a whole different thing. Outside of Aqua Minerale is a good spot. This is lap 5. Looked nice. Hoffman and Lancelotti, there was a lead change for a little bit. Hoffman stays there. Cook to the inside of Neil Todd. Saavedra under attack from myself, but I can tell you, you saw the aftermath. Slow down. And because this was too far to the right. So we will see another drop in positions for the car. Yeah, you see, off the line, off the gas. This is how you can do it. So Cardozo back in P10. Lap 6 out of 8. Ben Wright and Neil Todd side by side. Right in P14. But we have seen a lot in this race already, which means we are far from done. Far from it. Cardozo and Saavedra. This is for P9. Jump to the lead, Daniel Hoffman. Oh, goes a bit wide there, but nothing too crazy. Has now a bit of a gap to Mattia Lancelotti. Cardozo, Saavedra. The final 2 cars in the top 10. Variante Alta chicane. 1, 2. Clean by both drivers this time. I mean, yes, we have seen a lot of incidents in this race, but no race-ending crash. So, there were incidents, a lot of them, but none ended up in a race-ending crash. That's at least something. John Cook attacks Florian Lachner. Gets past him easily, and this looks like a slowdown because also Ben Wright gets past. This is correct. Cardozo defending against Saavedra, lap 7. And also battle at the end. Oh yeah! Neil Todd told us in the Clio Discord after the race that he had, I think it was front damage that cost him top speed, which is why he is so easily taken on the Final straight. Now I remember, because we've seen him losing positions so often there. This was the result. Cardozo slides, goes wide, returns to the track, and John Cook makes it 3 wide. No, not gonna work. This did not work. 3 wide. Into Aqua Minerale, not gonna work. John Cook. I can tell you, the moment I heard 3 wide, after John made it 3 wide, I died a little in the inside and said to myself, try to stay to the outside. Try it. It worked for almost the entire Aqua Minerale. Almost. But yeah, not the entire Aqua Minerale. What a shame. Final lap of the race. Marcin Rejewski, Nathan Mead, Alex Lancelotti. We have not seen a lot from them in this race. But P4 would be a good result for Nathan Mead. Top 5 for Rejewski. Maybe, but don't count your eggs before the end of the race. Rejewski to the outside. Also the outside for Toza. Ben Wright under attack. Stays in front. Or maybe. Has to go for the outside there. And this should be defendable for Ben Wright. Let's see, where is the Coca-Cola card? There is a little bit of touch, but did you see that both drivers reacted to this touch? One a little bit to the right, one a little bit to the left, and suddenly there was enough room. This is how you do it. Wink, wink. Good job by both of them. They felt the touch. They both decided to give a little bit of room to stay safe. And an incident was avoided. Oh, Nathan Mead goes super wide there. And this is a slowdown, I can tell you. And being this is the last lap of the race, this is costly. Ben Wright. He will stay in P11, I believe. And Daniel Hoffman defends. Congratulations. Also good race by Mattia Lancelotti. Also Alex Lancelotti. And Nathan Mead, you already see him standing at the last position. He did not finish his slowdown penalty. He did not finish the penalty, which drops him a lot behind. Ben Wright barely defends, stays in P10. Saavedra and John Cook. What a race. What a race. And how it affects everything, we're gonna find out. How about now? And as usual, we are back here at ClioSoF.com and let's take a look at some standings. And we will use the legacy view for that. And let's find a few of our drivers. P10, hi! Sadly, it was a bad race. For me, at least. Marcin Rejewski, P16. Being there almost every week certainly helps. But P16 is a good result for him. Then Daniel Hoffman, P20, our race winner. Rightfully so. Amazing performance from him. So, congratulations to that. Then Florian Lachner, P21. Stefan Kresin, P23. Where is Linus? Haven't seen Linus in a while. I hope he did not get grounded. Stefan, tell us. There he's in P43. And we don't go down too much this week. I don't want to spoiler stuff. And if we take a look at the Split 2 standings, we have a lead change because Martin Dale is a top split driver. Myself now in the lead, but if I take a look at those rotten last 3 Split 2 races, those were rotten. But yeah, for this week at least we have a lead change, but watch out for Daniel Hoffman. Watch out for Daniel Hoffman. The last 2 results show it. He is super fast. He has a lower iRating, but he is so much faster than his iRating would suggest, so he probably gets 1 or 2 more shots in this Split 2 thingy. So nothing is decided. A lead after 9 races is nice, but you know when a lead matters the most? After the final race. And if you take a look, Dale, iRating wise, top split. Godet, likewise. Ward, likewise. John Duncan, after this week, maybe he has a shot. Maybe he will be in Split 2 sooner rather than later. Who never knows? Our defending Split 2 champion, only reason I mentioned that, by the way. Jason Humphrey, 71 points. He gets more and more often into Split 2, as you can see, with the legacy results, so who knows? Anyway, how many drivers did we have in Split 2 racing this season? Let's find out together, shall we? 74 drivers. Nice. And with the few races left, 3 in fact, it's getting spicy. Anyway, this was Split 2 from Imola. We have a few highlights right next. And then Split 3 and 4 tomorrow and the day after. I notice my voice gets a little bit better, but I think I still decide to only do 1 recording per day. Usually I try to get them done as soon as possible. But I think it is best to wait 1 more day for Split 3. For you, nothing changes. It changes only for me and my work schedule, so to speak. But yeah, enjoy the highlights. See you tomorrow.